tonight, we induct the 22nd members to the Ring of Honor.
Now, quarterbacks are always a big story, but especially today. Case Keenum, a second straight week in for Sam Bradford.
The Bucks won the toss and deferred, so Case Keenum, Dalvin Cook, and the Vikings will get the ball first. Caught at the 20-yard line. Case Keenum to Adam Thielen. Hits a gain of 45, and the Vikings are in the red zone, first down.
He has the moves and the talent, the ability to get open. What a great throw by Case Keenum, and even better catch by Adam Thielen. This is what the Vikings offense needed, a little shot in the arm.
Here's a flare out left, caught Dalvin Cook at the 10. Grinds to the 5, he's close to the goal line.
Well, they would like Cook to get that first NFL touchdown. They'll try it again. And it is a first career touchdown.
Ball may have popped out. The initial indication was touchdown. Buccaneers say they have it.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
Get that ball, man. That's the first inning, man. Congrats, my guy. Congrats. Good first minute.
One other point, too, for Case Keenum and his confidence, it's important that he got off to a fast start. And right now, for them, at least early on, the rhythm is there.
Case may be a backup, but he's not afraid to stretch these Buccaneers.
What a great drive Case Keenum put together.
Case Keenum having a fantastic second start for the Vikings. Floats out to the right, passes right, caught by Jarius right. Touchdown! Keenum to Jarius right. 13-3 Minnesota.
You got to love the way the offense has been orchestrated and how Case Keenum is executing it. Tampa Bay, my heavens, Tampa Bay is reeling. They're confused. They're upset. They're broken defensively.
So we're just getting started. Y'all made me feel young again.
Vikings 3 of 4 on third down. Bucks 0 of 2. Jameis back to pass. Hit by Everson, and he's thrown down. Janis goes down and the Bucks are punting.
Paul, when you're taking care of the run, you don't bite on play fakes.
Yeah.
And as soon as Winston turned around, he had Everson Griffen in his face.
Yes, sir. That's why I moved over. Nice job.
He has become one of the top sackers in all of football.
Covered by Xavier Rhodes. Honestly, you cannot cover a receiver any better than Rhodes just did on that play.
Both of them are physical, and both of them have size. Usually, he's stronger than the opposing corner. Xavier Rhodes is power corner.
Jameis on a deep drop. Shoots for DeSean Jackson. Intercepted by Trey Waynes with the first Vikings takeaway this season.
He needed that play. This defense needed that play because Tampa was finally moving the football, and now the defense gets right back on the field.
Hey!
Deep shot for Diggs, center of the field. Caught in stride at the 35. Case Keenum and the Minnesota Vikings continue to scorch this Bucs secondary.
Looking to the end zone for Diggs. He went up and got it. And a touchdown for Stephon Diggs. What a day so far for Stephon Diggs. Tell you what, the best quarterback on the field today has been Case Keenum.
Well, let me tell you this, Tampa Bay is going to be one-dimensional for the rest of this game. Jameis Winston's lucky he only has one interception. Winston has not made the best decisions today.
All of a sudden, things getting a little bit more interesting. Tampa Bay trying to rally here in the fourth.
31-17 Minnesota. Jameis Winston fires over the middle. Intercepted! Hey, throw an interception. Here's Sendejo to the 50. Andrew Sendejo taken down at the 35.
Well, Jameis Winston's luck just ran out.
And into traffic, it's batted into the air, and Harrison Smith intercepts it. And it looked like Sendejo was the one who broke it up, popped it into the air, and an easy pick for Harrison.
Harry! Give me 3. Let's stay on the field. Let's run it. Let's run it hard. Come on. Right at him.
That'll be a first down for Dalvin Cook and maybe more. Across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Cook is 6 yards short of 100 yards rushing. What a day for Case Keenum. Working on his third team in 5 NFL seasons. A career day for Case Keenum today.
Hey, let's set the tone for the whole night. Right now, we're going to pin this young quarterback deep.
And Mitchell Trubisky, the rookie from North Carolina, heads out to the field to a rousing ovation from the Soldier Field throng. On 1st and 10 from his own 20, takes the snap. Here's Everson Griffen. It's a strip sack. And imagine that. The Vikings defense provides the spark. It's Everson Griffen with a strip sack.
6.5 sacks. That's 5 games in a row. Everson Griffen has had a sack to start this season. They haven't had a man do that since the Hall of Famer Chris Goldman.
What up?
After a low-scoring first half, the defense continued to limit rookie Mitch Trubisky in his first start. And on offense, the Vikings began to establish some momentum.
Vikings are moving. He runs to the sideline, throws in the back of the end zone, wide open, touchdown reception, uncovered, short touchdown pass, Rudolph. A two-handed, helmet high right in front of his face mask grab.
And the Minnesota Vikings lead 9-2.
The question is Kyle Rudolph playing, is he playing duck, duck, gray duck, or duck, duck, goose, as they would call it here in Chicago?
Come back and change that damn rule. Look at that right there. Separate another end zone celebration. We're in the huddle. I said after I score, everybody get their head down there. We're playing duck, duck, goose.
They're doing a nice job mixing the tempo against these linebackers.
2nd and 5, toss right McKinnon following a pulling F-line. And McKinnon gets to the 40, to the 30, and is loose! Inside the 10, touchdown! Jerick McKinnon runs roughshod on the Chicago Bears.
You run for touchdowns, right? Give me a smile, baby. Nah! I told you we were going to break one today, right? Keep going, right?
That's great coaching by Pat Shurmur and the Vikings offensive staff. They go with a quick count, and before Chicago is set, it's over.
Told you know why we're here, Tate? They gotta come to us. They gotta come to us. They gotta come to us.
After a series of unconventional plays, Chicago was back in the game.
Oh, it's a fake punt, and it's going to work. O'Donnell throws to Benny Cunningham in the center.
Trubisky to the end zone, deflected and caught. And Andrew Sendejo cannot believe he didn't pick it off. And some trickery. How about that play? They wound up getting picked back to Trubisky to tie the game.
Late in the fourth quarter, the rookie signal caller had time and the ball on his side. But in a division game, you take any win you can get. And that's exactly what the Vikings had in mind.
The Chicago Bears with the rookie quarterback have come back to tie this game. 2:32 to play in the fourth.
Well, can he march them down the field for a dramatic victory in his first NFL start?
Here we go. The rookie from North Carolina takes the snap, looking over the center of the field, sees nothing, runs out to the right, passes, intercepted by Harry the Hitman, and he spins away from Trey McBride. Harry the Hitman picked off Mitch Trubisky with 2:20 to go in the game, and the game's tied at 17. Let's go!
Harry! Let's go, kid.
Paula had an interesting conversation with Kai Forbath. Said, hey, how about a game-winning field goal here? I said, on this side, absolutely. So we'll see, boys.
And Trubisky will watch from the sideline helplessly as his defense has to hold him out.
Kai Forbath, wearing the purple 2 in the center of his jersey, will try to leave the field, holding one finger in the air. Kicking to the north side of Soldier Field. Snap spot. Right-footed Forbath kick. Is good! And that's the ball game. The Minnesota Vikings march into Soldier Field and beat the Chicago Bears 20-17.
It wasn't perfect, all right? We knew it wasn't going to be perfect. But we did what we came here to do, right? We got one in the division now, right? Got to go get another one this next week, right? Yes, sir. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bias.
They are very, very excited here in Minneapolis whenever the Green Bay Packers come to town.
Stick together, okay? Together we can defeat anything, right? The moments like this, we ready to go, we come out with the win. Let's go, man. I love this. I love y'all boys. Let's go. LB's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, and let's do it together. Hey, together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Border battle 114 is in the air. Jeff Janis opts for a fair catch, and here comes Green Bay and one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. For Mike Zimmer's defense, a defense that has sacked A-Rod 19 times.
Pass rush coming. And Rodgers, a perfect throw and simply dropped by Martellus Bennett and put him in a first down, and Rodgers is hurt.
Well, now with Hundley, you got to believe he's going to make Hundley try to beat him. So I think defensively, their entire philosophy changed with the injury to Rodgers.
Hundley, 3rd down, 3rd and 2 from his own 26. Hundley facing a 4-man rush. Passes left, ball tipped in the air, intercepted Xavier Rhodes at the 27-yard line. It's an interception for Xavier Rhodes, his first this season.
Great job by Mackensie Alexander to anticipate the play, get in there, get the ball batted up.
It's hard to imagine a more challenged cornerback and a better production cornerback in the NFL than Xavier Rhodes.
Xavier Rhodes has demanded that kind of respect in this league. He's a big physical corner, and he's outstanding.
Hey, now we start plugging.
Set to begin the second quarter.
Now we start plugging.
Game, Minnesota knocking on the door at the Green Bay 27-yard line.
Case Keenum goes play action, deep drop. It's a screen right, and it's a nice one. Here comes McKinnon, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown! A beautifully executed screen results in a 27-yard touchdown, and the Minnesota Vikings take the lead.
Oh, that screen was beautifully executed. It was also beautifully timed as the Green Bay Packers were blitzing. They just let him into the trap. Let all that green and yellow come through. Dump over the top to Jerick McKinnon, and some great blocking down the field. Gets Jerick McKinnon in the end zone.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What? Hell of a job. Good job, man. Coach. Hey. Yeah, baby. Now, let's keep it going now. Let's keep it going. Hey.
We know y'all gonna stop. All we need is one more drive. Another one.
Green Bay 0-3 on 3rd down. The Vikings' 3rd down defense, the best in the NFL statistically into the week.
And here they come, and this is a relentless Minnesota hard-charging defense, and that was a safety blitz. Harrison Smith, along with Robinson, coming in to get him.
What's up, 22? Our boy!
B-Rob got up first and had a sack sailing, so you might not get it.
You gotta get that.
He ran off quickly. You gotta hit it.
Should have shined.
You gotta do something.
Case Keenum with one touchdown passing out of the shotgun, hands off to McKinnon. Huge hole up the middle, 35-30. Between the hash marks, 25. Jerick McKinnon having another big game.
It'll be a gain of 21 for Jerick McKinnon.
In the cutback, there's just nobody there. He feels it. He cuts back right into it, picks up a nice gain.
Just keep doing what you're doing. One play at a time. There's no fight.
Third and goal from the 3. Keenum shotgun. McKinnon to his right. Handoff. Jerick up the middle. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Jerick McKinnon. 13-7 Minnesota.
It's like an old Oklahoma drill here. It's going to be either him or McKinnon that wins on this play. And McKinnon takes it, and he just barrels in.
And went right behind that trio of Elfline, Searles, and Riley Reed.
That's it, Jet. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. What's up? Good job, Jet.
Blood in the water ball, these Vikings defensive linemen. This is opportunity now for them to get some sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back and getting after it.
Hundley takes the snap. Oh, he's hit, he's buried. He's sacked back to the 20-yard line. It's a sack by a blitzing Harrison Smith. And Green Bay punts.
That's two. That's two.
Intercepted! A one-handed interception by Harrison Smith. Turns it up 45-40. Oh, Hitman with his third pick of the season.
Paul, you talk about the best all-around safety in the NFL. It's got to be Harrison Smith. His ability to cover downfield, intercept, and today he has been a blitzing phenom. Fantastic play by Harry the Hitman.
That boy's balling! That boy's balling! That boy's balling! That boy's balling!
Good job, Harry.
That boy's balling right now. Let's go! That's how you play, Harry!
Fourth and 10. Here's Everson, and he sacked Brett Hundley.
It's about tenacity. It's about outlasting and wearing out the guy in front of you.
Hundley out of the shotgun. Here's B-Rob hitting him. He throws it, and it's intercepted by Trey Waynes at the 6-yard line. Trey Waynes intercepts Brett Hundley, and the Minnesota Vikings will head into next week against the Baltimore Ravens as a first-place team in the NFC North.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let him know. Huh? Let him know. If you want it, go get it. Let's go.
Good team win. Hey, we got a good football team here. We got a bunch of fighters, okay? We got a bunch of fighters, guys that love to go out, guys that go out and compete. Doesn't matter who lines up, we go out and play, right? Okay? We need to keep it going now, all right?
Get us, coach.
1, 2, 3.
Fight! You look him in the eye, you hit him in the mouth, and you take what's yours. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want it, go get it. Yeah. Let's go. Be great on 3. 1, 2, 3. Be great. Ball, man. Another opportunity to be great. Another opportunity to play together, play hard. Defense person is going to win this game. Together all night long. LP's on you. 1, 2, 3.
Clip them feathers right from the start. You got to let them know it ain't going to be that kind of party. You got to rise up. Defense, get after Flacco and the rest of them boys. Sound the horn. Beat the drums. It's time for the boom.
Boom! First place Minnesota Vikings football is in the air.
So Minnesota owns the third down defense that is best in the NFL. They allow just 25% conversion. Flacco under pressure and going down.
Daniel Hunter at the 17-yard line. Screen left to Rainey. Nope, doesn't work. Here comes the hitman, and he hits him and stops him at the 39-yard line. A loss of 5 yards.
Flacco for the screen. That's not going to work. Allen is decked by Anthony Barr.
Super Bowl 47 MVP goes out of the shotgun. Vikings blitz. Flacco hit. Flacco about to be destroyed, and he's down. 7 consecutive games. Only player in the NFL to do that.
There we go, out! Woo! Hey, that job! There you go, bud.
It's the 3rd tackle for loss today by Anthony Barr.
All day long, this Vikings defense has been on these screens, these misdirection plays.
Flacco under pressure again. On the move from behind, lost the football. Everson Griffen.
It's hard to keep your chin up when you're on the field in this position in the face of reality, isn't it? In a first half that has been largely defensive. The field goal contest continues.
Right-footed Kai Forbath kick is up, and it is good. And Kai Forbath is 6 of 6 kicking field goals today.
Gotta think it's important for Baltimore to establish some momentum. Flacco under pressure and going down.
A blitzing Anthony Barr buries Joe Flacco, and Sam Cook is in to punch.
What an outstanding call on defenses. When you see a defender come in untouched to the quarterback, and that's not the first time that's happened with Anthony Barr today, but he finally gets to Flacco. That's just great preparation, great planning, and great execution. The Ravens offense ball, they're going backwards. Now get the ball around midfield, and let's get 7 on the board.
First down at the Baltimore 29. Murray running room, left side, 10, 5, touchdown.
Latavius Murray's first touchdown with the Vikings kicks the lead to 18-6.
Well, he's been knocking on that door all day, and again, it's the inside run. Latavius Murray getting right up to the second level, able to make the safety miss, and a big touchdown. So you talk about a play in a game where every yard's at a premium. Every single opportunity that you can get, you have to take advantage of. We've done that.
Yes! Don't finish this thing off! What I tell you, boy! What I tell you! All right, run for it, man! Let's go! Let's go! Tap! Not big tackle. When I seen him, I said, you can't. I don't really ever do that.
And hit him with that power cut.
Everybody's got to roll. Keep going. You got a good feel. You're running good.
As the Vikings have won 3 consecutive games and remain kings of the North.
Hey, we ain't come on this way for nothing. We here for business. You already know what to do when we get a chance to make a play. That's all we're going to do is make a play.
Welcome to the Vikings and Browns, set to kick it off from Southwest London at Twickenham Stadium. Isaiah Correll, room up the middle, 20, 15, 10. Sprints by Harrison Smith, touchdown Cleveland Browns. Holy cow. The winless Cleveland Browns get into the end zone.
Hey, let's go, baby. Wake up, bro. Let's get back in control of this game, bro. I get a turnover, make a big play. Got to. That's the only way we're going to get back on our swag, bro.
We need to open up this Browns defense a little bit because they are just dialed in.
So they'll throw it, Keenum. On the move, throwing outside, caught by David Morgan, the tight end.
Well, after kind of a rocky start, I think Case Keenum is settled down a little bit. I think we're still waiting for him to take a deep shot.
2nd and 5 from the Browns 18. Receivers left and right. Keenum play action. He's looking into the end zone, sees nothing. So he rolls out to the right, fires for the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen had to travel to England to get his first touchdown in 2017, but it was a big one. It gives the Vikings the lead 9-6.
Soccer-style knee slide into the corner of the field, just like they do on the pitch in good old England. His first touchdown reception of the year. It's just amazing.
These Cleveland Browns, 0-7, missing some very key pieces of the defense, are out here so far holding their own pretty well.
It's amazing. They've made it easy and then they've made it hard. I think the Vikings have controlled play for most of the game. It just hasn't shown up on the scoreboard, and I think we're in good shape in coming into the second half.
Come again.
Isaiah Crowell in the backfield is Cleveland. Here's to Crowell. Lost the football. Covered by the Vikings. Anthony Harris.
And just like that, we're in plus territory. Eagles play action to Latavius Murray. Hit as he throws, fires left. Thielen's there, caught, bobbled, held on to, yes. Adam Thielen at the 32-yard line.
Now, Paul, this offense is starting to get a little bit of a rhythm about him.
Touchdown, Rudy! Touchdown!
And here is Jerick McKinnon, practically untouched to the end zone for the touchdown.
Jerick McKinnon with a rushing touchdown. Minnesota leads 21-16 with a minute 16 to go in the third quarter, and it's time to go for two. Keenum shotgun. He's going to give it to McKinnon, and Jerick walks in for the two. Jerick McKinnon with a rushing touchdown, and he walks in for the two.
I tell you what, he has a lot more juice, a lot more steam right now than this entire Cleveland defense.
Way to work together, fellas. They played. Way to get it started, way to finish it. That's a great drive, This is a big time drive, man. Y'all get
We talked about it, we saw it, you could feel it that these Cleveland Browns were just starting to wear down. They're making mistakes, they're holding, they're tackling in the back end.
All right, we need one more. At least one more.
Keenum, lots and lots of time. End zone, leaping grab by Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown.
The Vikings have arisen from their first half slumber and lead the Browns 30-16. As DeSean Kaiser on 1st and 10 goes out of the shotgun, and boom, there he is. And he was sacked by Linval Joseph, who's incredibly hungry.
Well, and that's part of falling behind by 2 touchdowns. Now you have to hang on to the ball longer. You're trying to push the ball down the field more. You're trying to get bigger gains in your passing game.
2:56 to go in the game. Vikings by 14. It's 4th and 10 for Cleveland. Kaiser back to pass. He's hit, and he's sacked! There it is, Everson Griffen with a worldly sack. 8 consecutive games, tying a Minnesota Vikings record. The Minnesota Vikings have won 4 consecutive games and remain kings of the North.
The Viking offense gets its first crack. Case Keenum, though, at quarterback.
Here's Keenum, back to pass, letting it fly. Diggs is open. He's got it. Stephon Diggs diving for the end zone. Home, Maryland native Stephon Diggs with a homecoming move on Josh Norman and a reception of 51 yards.
Offensive linemen, when they get this close, do not want to throw the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to power their way.
Latavius up the middle. Touchdown! Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown this season.
The Vikings have answered back, and they strike back quickly.
I already told what kind of day it's going to be. FedEx. FedEx. Special delivery. FedEx. Special delivery. Next day delivery.
3rd down and 4. They go empty here. Edge pressure comes. Fire on a quick slant. Grab made by Thielen, and he's off. What a burst as he beat the veteran DeAngelo Hall, and the Vikings drive continues.
And Pat Shermer, the offensive coordinator in Minnesota's got something going, because look at this right side. Look at all that mass of white shirts moving the burgundy ones backwards.
3rd down and goal from the 3. The shotgun snap. Keenum rolls to the near left, pats the football, fires wide open. Stephon Diggs, touchdown. Just inside the white line for the end zone.
Stephon Diggs, Paul, has been tough to cover today. Big plays by Stephon Diggs, and that's what we miss out of him.
I'm going to get enough. Hey, I just got home. I'm trying to get in my bag.
And Washington has taken the lead in a topsy-turvy first half.
In trouble, Kerrigan coming on pressure. Thielen wide open, and he's got it inside the 30. Keenum fades back, steps up, pumps, fires, threads the needle to Thielen, who rips it away from Josh Norman and collapses down. He's got a touchdown, and a team celebration of leapfrog is on as the Vikings leap ahead 20-17.
And I got to tell you, the leapfrog looked good till the O-lineman got involved. But that drive was all about Adam Thielen. People are starting to realize this kid can play.
Here we go. 1st and 10, Washington from his own 25. Low snap to Cousins. Pats the ball, fires. Intercepted by the Minnesota Vikings! Happy birthday, Mackensie Alexander! That's his first National Football League interception.
The Redskins flinched. They were low to blow with the Vikings, but now our defense has come up big with the turnover, and now it's time for the offense to try to make this a 2-score game.
Case Keenum takes a high snap, fades back, pressure comes, he flips it out to McKinnon, makes the catch to the 30, makes a man miss 25, electrifies himself right into the 15.
Hands off Latavius, room right side, right to the 2-yard line, Latavius Murray.
But McKinnon and Latavius Murray are making a very good 1-2 combination in their running style.
For some reason, Charles, with 2 minutes to go in the first half, Redskins haven't figured it out.
Get a touchdown here, put immense stress on Washington.
At the line of scrimmage, wide receiver streaking motion, play fake on a sweep, lob, wide open, right side end zone, touchdown, David Morgan.
Hey, that's you. That's you.
Furious spike of the football by the long lock tight end who gets his first TD of the year, 22 seconds before half.
Good job, baby. Good job, baby. Good job, baby.
Let's see how the second half unfurls.
Case Keenum with 3 touchdown passes.
Back-footed, launches long for Thielen, makes the grab! 50-yard hookup on the high cresting pass. As Adam Thielen's breakout continues, shotgun single back right, subtle play fake, a flick into the right flat catch made. Thielen makes a block and springs free. Jarius Wright, who plunges in for a touchdown.
Minnesota clicking on all cylinders offensively today.
34-17.
The Rams have the #1 offense in the NFL. Does feel like a little bit of a test today.
It certainly is a test, but I'm not sure the Rams see it that way because they're confident in what they're doing. They have one of the hottest young coaches in the league in Sean McVay. But Mike Zimmer says they have to prove it to us, and we're going to find out real soon.
So let's go be great today, huh? Let's go be great. Be great on 3. 1, 2, 3.
As we get to see Jared Goff on the road, he has simply been spectacular.
Is he going to get after him early? What type of pressure will he bring?
And a 3rd and 11, little intimidation for you.
Fans on their feet at US Bank Stadium. Jared Goff out of the shotgun. 5-step drop, right foot on the goal stripe, and he's sacked. Jared Goff was sacked. Back at the 1-yard line by Danielle Hunter.
Nowhere to go. Good job, D. Come on, baby. Now you know you're
Fake. Keenum in trouble. Here comes quick. Missed. But he gets help from the teammates. His throw, and it's completed. How in the world did that work? But it did to Thielen, who's got a first down. He told us there was no chance he was going to sign back with the Rams. I mean, I can't even imagine what he's feeling right now.
What he's feeling is he'd like to show the Rams what they gave up. Even though they had Jared Goff, he wants to go back and show that organization he can play. And here's a great opportunity for him here.
Here we go. 2nd and goal from the 8. 7-0 Los Angeles. Latavius Murray the single set. Case Keenum's under center. Takes the outline snap. Hand off Latavius. Room up the middle. Hits on the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown! Latavius Murray. 7-6 Rams.
Well, that's an 8-yard run, and the Rams had everybody at the line of scrimmage. All you need to do is open up one gap. Latavius Murray found it, cuts underneath the arm tackle, and bam, touchdown, 7 yards, head of steam, big man. The Viking offense is rolling right now.
The first place feast is tied at 7.
He don't want it. Come on, Adam. Oh, he wants it. He wants it. He wants it. Get up. Go more. Go more.
What's the call, Sean McVay? 3rd down and 4. Rams knocking on the door. Goff throwing over the middle, complete. It's Cup lunging for the ball's out. Minnesota's got it. Got fumbled at the 1, and Anthony Harris recovers.
Anthony Harris, with that strong right arm, stripped the ball away and recovered it. Well done, young man.
Keep fighting, baby. Keep fighting.
An idea about how this game has gone. We have two of the top 4 teams in explosive plays here today. We have no plays longer than 28 yards in the game. The defense has owned it for the most part.
How fired up is this place right now? Holy cow.
That's what it's all about, baby. 2-7-2 teams.
How many fans are on their feet?
And now we've got a 7-7 game. Minnesota's missed a couple opportunities, and here's Goff.
Handoff, Gurley, bit of room around the left side, but Terence Newman trips him up for a tackle for loss. Into the game, had 0 tackles for loss. He has 2 today because big players come up big in big games.
Big time play is big time play. Nice job.
We'll play time, let's have some fun, huh? We'll play time, let's go score.
7-7, Vikings football. Trying to make something happen like that. And Murray with a big hole in the shoulder across midfield.
They left Thielen's there. Caught at the 28. He left his feet. Keenum to Thielen, and a big first down for the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, let's finish this thing off right. Let's finish this thing off right with 7, man.
We start the 4th quarter. Minnesota has it, knocking on the doorstep here.
Under center, 2nd and goal from the 2, game tied at 7. Handoff Latavius, up the middle, grinds at the 2. To the 1, to the goal stripe, touchdown! Latavius Murray!
So this is a Latavius Murray kind of game, and he has been grinding out and getting those tough yards.
Thank you, Sack Patty. Thank you, Sack Patty.
2 receivers right. Thielen to the left, digs out of the game. Keenum takes the snap. Big blitz by the Rams. So Keenum passes left. Caught by Thielen. 50, 40, 30, and he's loose! Right through the heart of his former team. It's a 65-yard touchdown, and the Vikings lead 27.
Thielen, the guy who comes up with the big plays every time you get.
An enormous play. There's the explosive play for Thielen, who's over 100.
The biggest reception for Adam Thielen this year, and we're about to go 2 touchdowns up on a 7-2 Rams team.
Go get you one now. Go get you one. Great call, baby.
Well, you have to credit this Viking team. Have hung in there. They did not let any of that affect them.
And they look like they're well on their way to their 6th straight win.
Solid team, Paul.
Nice job.
Hey, I'm ready for Thursday. Let's play.
Well, welcome to Detroit, Michigan, and welcome to the home of the Lions. We get set for Thanksgiving football and this good matchup in the NFC North.
Now everybody knows it's going to be a battle, and this team is looking to take another step climbing that mountain to the top of the NFC North.
You know what's going on? Happy thanks. Happy thanks.
On the day of Thanksgiving, enjoy the stage, enjoy the moment, trust your preparation to go out there.
Oh, man. We're a tough-ass football team, man. Compete, communicate, have some fun, man. Let's go. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3. I like that.
A Thanksgiving Day football feast is in the air.
Detroit running on their goal line team very, very late.
Field, 2nd and goal. Keenum, play action. Pass left end zone. Touchdown! Kyle Rudolph just feasted on the Lions defense on the Vikings' first offensive possession.
Good try. Come on. Good try. Good try. That's it all. That's it all.
80 yards, and the first place Vikings take a 6-0 lead.
Ameer Abdullah, the single back on 1st down and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the ball is fumbled on the exchange and recovered by Minnesota. And right there to pick it up was Danielle Hunter.
it just didn't really look like he was expecting the ball at all, the handoff. He never takes it, and a costly turnover.
Here's McKinnon on a screen, and McKinnon breezing down inside the 20, inside the 10.
A really nice play, well-designed screen. He got some excellent blocks downfield from guys like Elfline and Easton.
A 31-yard screen pass officially from Case Keenum to Jerick McKinnon. The Vikings have it first down and goal at the 9.
Keenum out of the shotgun, leading 6-0. He fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, inside the 5, to the end zone! Touchdown!
You kidding me? That is old school option.
A little zone read as Keenum pulled it out of the belly of Jerick McKinnon and into the end zone for the touchdown. And now they all sit in a circle enjoying what looks like a Thanksgiving feast.
They had a Thanksgiving feast right there.
13 points put up in 94 seconds. Thanks to the play of Case Keenum, this Vikings offense, an early turnover by the Lions.
And Stafford goes back to pass, looks right, sees nothing, and he is sacked! It's Everson Griffen, the sack daddy!
And one of the best defensive ends in the game gets sack number 11.
The Lions are reeling defensively a bit now. A lot of confusion. Case play action, looking to the left, passing man wide open. It's Adam Thielen.
It's been the Case Keenum show here in this first half. He's played well throwing the ball. He's also the Vikings' leading rusher.
The Vikings have 2 timeouts as Keenum goes back to pass, loops it out to the right, caught by Rudolph. It was nearly picked off at the 40. Kyle goes to the 50. He's to the Lions 45, and Kyle rumbles his way to the Lions 40.
Let's go at them 7, then we get the ball back at halftime again.
Shotgun snap comes chest high, pressure coming. Keenum hit as he throws towards the end zone. Rudolph with the catch, touchdown!
What a throw by Keenum under heavy pressure. And Kyle Rudolph has got his second of the game.
How good is that? A free rusher, and he hangs in the pocket and delivers a perfect ball. That's as good as it gets right there.
Nice job,
Keys to blowing this thing open, Mr. Bursich.
I would see the Vikings getting more and more ground game heavy.
One play at a time. Play hard, play smart.
They started with a run by Murray, and Latavius Murray breaks loose. Good start to this second half, out of bounds near the 30.
Keenum under center, he wants more. Goes to McKinnon, he has room, 25-20. And the Minnesota Moving Company is starting to mash on Lions for profit.
Keenum turns, gives to McKinnon again, a hole to the 10. McKinnon fights his way down to the 3-yard line.
Handoff, Latavius Murray, stutter step at the line of scrimmage. Runs to the end zone, Latavius, touchdown! 4 plays, 6 points.
Hey, they going quick.
Any momentum going into halftime, Paul, has evaporated.
Now that's the way you come out of half right there. Hit him right in the gut. That's how you impose your will. Oh, yeah.
Vikings lead by 7. Stafford, deep drop, passes left. It's batted in the air. Intercepted by Xavier Rhodes. He stumbles his way to what's going to be a Vikings victory.
Hey, they can go anywhere. When you look around the league, and they can beat anybody.
The Vikings have defeated the Detroit Lions and have a stranglehold on their title, Kings of the North.
This is a big game. Both these teams of the playoff started today are in it. Minnesota's trying to get the best record in the league, and all of a sudden the Falcons are right back in the NFC South race.
Ryan's under center. Devonta Freeman, the tailback, gets the call and is eaten up by Linval Joseph.
This Vikings defense so good, nowhere to go. The first couple running plays just had no shot. We will see this scorching hot offense for Minnesota, led by the player of the month in quarterback Case Keenum.
3-0 Atlanta. Murray, the tailback, gets the call again. He jump cuts to the right, shakes a tackle at the 25, angles out to the 20, to the 15, inside the 5. That's where he's taken down. Latavius Murray with a burst.
They're putting as many guys inside the box to stop the run as possible.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
If you're on the Atlanta side of the ball and you're the defensive coach over there, you're wondering how the heck do we stop these guys? You can't do anything else.
The last 12 times inside the red zone, the Vikings have scored 10 touchdowns.
As Minnesota imposing their will. Keenum rolling that way. Flipping it end zone. There's McKinnon in front of his hometown fans.
Welcome home, Jerick McKinnon. Dance for those friends and family members. The Vikings have taken a 6-3 lead. Jerick McKinnon made it a throwback Sunday. He did the dirty bird for his celebration. Tense times at Mercedes-Benz Stadium right now. Atlanta rushes for Case Dunk, caught by Jarius Wright at the 25, and I think he wiggled his way for a first down.
How big can Jarius Wright be in these games? Coming in, just doing everything.
Right. They're making something happen on this drive.
Team Vikings knocking on the door to start this fourth quarter. They're down 2, but they've got a second down and goal from the 6.
Case Keenum takes the pad line snap. 3-step drop, fires to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown Vikings! Kyle Rudolph with the touchdown reception. 13-9 Minnesota.
That was a monster drive. 15 plays, 89 yards, 8:15 off the clock. And Atlanta's had to settle for 3 field goals on their drives. That's the difference. Because other than that, it's been a pretty even game.
Hey, it's time to keep piling it on. It's time to keep piling it on.
The pendulum of momentum is swinging the way of the purple and gold.
This game, this pace, this scoring obviously favors Minnesota. Mike Zimmer, give me 21 points and I'm going to win. This is the type of game he wants.
And now we're seeing Matt Ryan out of the shotgun here on 3rd down.
Matt steps up, he's hit, gets away from it. Now he runs, and he's tackled in open field beautifully. What a great open field tackle by Anthony Barr. How about this 3rd down defense? Holy cow. So now it's 4th and 3 for Atlanta, bringing in Matt Bryant. Now Matt's 3 of 3 today. 45-yard try right hash. High snap, it's put down. Kick. Bryant is no good. He missed it left, Matt Bryant. He missed it left.
But what an important drive,
yes, sir,
for the Vikings. Move the chains, keep the clock running.
Atlanta has no timeouts remaining.
This is a huge, huge play.
3rd and 4 from the Falcons 43. He takes the pad line snap. Looks for Thielen, caught, first down at the 35. Middle of the field to the 30. Taken down at the 21. We call that a cold-blooded connection. Case Keenum to Adam Thielen. It's a gain of 22. Clock runs, and the Falcons can't stop it.
Murray breaking through. And the Vikings trying to put the hammer down here.
When this is all said and done, it hasn't been pretty.
The Minnesota Vikings, the kings of the North, grinding away on a team that went to Super Bowl 51, have improved to 10-2.
Let's go down and score right off the bat, boys. Rise up, no run through, smack it in the mouth.
First things first, Viking faithful, you can't get to the big dance unless you take the division first. So I prophesy that you'll be crowned king of the North in about 60 minutes come hell or high water.
A division clinching Sunday for the Minnesota Vikings is in the air.
Dump off, catch by Murray. Murray's got room. Murray down the sideline on a catch and run. Out of the pocket, Keenum will do it himself. Keenum still going. Takes it into Cincinnati territory.
The Vikings convert 3rd downs 46% of the time, second best in the NFL. Goes on a 5-step drop, passes right, caught, Thielen, first down, 20, 15, near side 10, lowers the helmet at the 7, and he's driven down at the 5-yard line.
Minnesota trying to get on the board. 2nd and goal. Murray, he's in. Latavius Murray, touchdown Vikings.
We know what the Vikings game plan was going to be coming into this game, and they just executed it. And this game could not start any better for this Minnesota Vikings football team.
Thank you, Jet. That's the way to work. Hey.
Cincinnati 0 of 1 on 3rd down. Play clock to 1. They get it off. Dalton looks left.
Intercepted!
Right, and it's intercepted. Eric Kendricks near side.
Eric Kendricks looking for the angle.
20, 15, 10.
Dives to the end zone. An eruption inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Eric Kendricks with a 30-yard pick six. 13-0 Vikings!
That's the big play on defense, putting 6 points on the board. Eric Kendricks.
The house of pain, enthralled by the start. Rudolph and Diggs left, 2 receivers right. Case 5-step drop, fires right, man wide open. It's Jerick McKinnon at the 50, center of the field 40, Bengals territory 30, and he stopped at the 27 like a jet. After he caught the ball, it's a 41-yard catch and run by Jerick McKinnon, and an explosive play for an explosive offense.
They're in search of some type of momentum, and if the Vikings score here, it's really going to put this Bengals team on their heels.
Shotgun for Keenum. Keenum throws, end zone, it's caught by Diggs. Touchdown Vikings.
A laser shot from the right arm of Case Keenum to Stephon Diggs. Extends the lead to 23-0.
Easy money.
Yeah, guys, given the score, it's 24-0 already in this game. It's getting lopsided. They know that the Bengals are going to get off script and try to throw the ball a lot more.
66,000 plus on its feet. Dalton play action. Here's Daniil. Hey, got him, Daniil Hunter, with a big sack of Andy Dalton at the 25. Bengal stripes on the helmet. Dalton flustered. Dalton hit. Dalton sacked. Brian Robinson. Red rifle guy out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pass over the middle. And it's intercepted by Terence Newman. Yes! Terence Newman just picked off a pass against his former team. That's Terence's first interception this season, and first since week 3, 2016.
This is 42 career interceptions, and the first of the year for Terence Newman.
Pretty spectacular catch.
Yeah.
2 first downs for Cincinnati, 2 interceptions for the Viking defense.
So it's first and goal at the 1. Keenum fading, throws, touchdown! Kyle Rudolph back on the field and in the end zone.
Here's the Teddy chance.
I was going to say, this place is going to just go, it's going to explode if Teddy takes the field.
And that's going to do it for Case Keenum. Teddy Bridgewater is back.
Teddy Bridgewater is walking onto the field.
What a story. What an unbelievable story. He's motivation for everybody out there.
Pop the champagne and pass out the hats. The Minnesota Vikings are 2017 NFC North champions.
So it is the night before Christmas. It's the Vikings and the Packers next.
Enjoy the stage. You play it on national TV, everybody's watching.
You go out there and you fight for what we deserve. Out there right now, destiny, man. Let's go accept it. Let's go reach it. Fight together.
The Minnesota Vikings are looking to sweep the border battle for the first time since 2009 as Kings of the North.
It is a cold game. This is Case Keenum's coldest game he's ever played in.
So it is first and goal, Minnesota, from the 6-yard line.
I'm thinking this is going to be Latavius Murray territory.
On second and goal, Case play action, deep drop, fade to Diggs, back left to the end zone, and touchdown! Keenum to Stephon Diggs, and the Vikings lead 9-0.
What a beautiful throw by Case Keenum, Paul, because he ran the play action, and he never really set his feet and threw a backward fade lolly. That was like a fadeaway jump 3-point pass that he just threw. Very good execution as the Vikings are looking to go up 10-0.
Let's go! Don't throw no beer at me, I don't drink. Sorry. That's what you trying to talk about. I had to look your way first. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, good shot. Yeah, good shot. He threw a beer at me. Well, somebody understands. I'm like, damn, I don't even drink, baby. Sorry.
Brett Hundley is going to have to start beating him through the air. They are just not going to let the running game of the Green Bay Packers get going.
It's a read option play. Emphasis on the word read because Harrison Smith read it beautifully. It'll be a TFL.
Harrison Smith's having nothing of it. He's really showing his intelligence on the field.
Second down and 12 off the fake. Tom makes the catch, and there you go.
He'll hand it to Williams, and Williams is encountered in the backfield by Terence Newman.
Terence Newman came off the edge, just like he was shot out of a cannon.
It's Cobb going in motion, swings it out to Cobb. Oh, and he gets buried in the 38-yard line.
And he's smacked by Mackensie Alexander. A 7-yard TFL by Mackensie Alexander, who is mugged by his teammates.
Feels like the Minnesota Vikings defense has been playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage so far in this one.
Paul, the Vikings are on the cusp of really breaking this game open. If you're a Packer fan, you're starting to scratch your head.
So far tonight, Harrison Smith has been a monster.
On 3rd and 4 from the Vikings 16, Brett Hundley takes a low snap. Looks over the middle, passes over the middle. Intercepted by Harrison Smith at the 5-yard line for far side. 18-yard return by Harry the Hitman. He's the Hitman.
What a fantastic job. Harrison Smith just undercuts the throw, makes the catch, turns defense into offense.
Hey, you got to press. They know how we rock your hair. They know how we rock your hair.
Vikings trying to close in on that first shutout in 24 seasons.
Oh, this is it. This is the game right here, and I don't mean just wins and losses, but I'm saying keeping that goose egg on the scoreboard.
All right, 4th and 1 from the 43. Vikings rush 4. Hundley makes a throw to the left. Now he whips it out to the right, intercepted by Harrison Smith.
Harrison with his second pick tonight.
And that's what makes him the best safety in football right now. He is tremendous as a pass defender and maybe even better as a run defender up around the line of scrimmage. Disguises coverage, a very, very complete safety who's had an unbelievable year. Didn't make the Pro Bowl, may end up being one of the top candidates for Defensive Player of the Year.
Kings of the North. 2 out of the last 3 years. And they can exult tonight because their team is on their way to victory number 12.
The skull chant at Lambeau Field. Merry Christmas, Vikings fans.
Here in Minneapolis, the fans are ready to go, trying to will their home Vikings to another win today. They've been great at home. They're 6-1 here on the year. One more win with Case Keenum at the controls would get them the number 2 seed in the NFC and a first-round playoff bye.
And the regular season finale in a 13-3 record are in the air.
Kyle Rudolph comes onto the field with his arms flexed. That means jumbo personnel. So let's hand this thing off. Let's finish this drive with a touchdown on the ground. That's the best way the team can get to 13-3.
First and goal from the 2. Hand off Latavius Murray. He fights for the end zone. Grinds to the goal stripe. Touchdown! Latavius Murray! And the Minnesota Vikings have a 6-0 lead.
So it wasn't just second effort by Murray. It was a second and third effort by the guys blocking for him. Look at the surge there. All of them pushing and making sure that he got into the end zone.
Well, you think about sending a message, right? 7 plays, 6 runs on the drive for Minnesota.
What a great job by the offensive line. What a great job by the offense, Paul, coming out and just letting the Bears know today is not your day. They've got the heavy personnel in there. Let's see if they can get some yardage on the ground.
3rd and 1, Chicago, 0 of 2 on 3rd down. Hand off to the fullback, Michael Burton. Not this time, big boy. Anthony Barr smacked the fullback at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what Anthony Barr did pregame, but he is playing lights out. I mean, he's moving faster than I've seen him all season. He's making plays behind the line of scrimmage. He's unbelievable.
First and goal, it's Murray. The middle. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Latavius Murray has 2 rushing touchdowns today and 8 for the season, and the Kings of the North lead 13-0.
And essentially it was a stalemate, but you notice how Latavius Murray got low on that play and just burrowed his way through.
Pat Shurmur's offense continues to hum.
all the train services in the United States, please tell them we got one off the rail in Minnesota. Thank you.
A lot of pride on the line. That was 14-0. They could have gone away pretty easily, right?
High formation behind Mitch Trubisky. 1st and 10 from his own 12. Jordan gets the call. This play is strung out and nothing for Jordan Howard. Danielle Hunter with a tackle for loss.
Then it's going to be 4 carries for -3 yards. Unbelievable defense as Hunter on the tackle. -3. It's like the temperature, Charles. Actually, it's cold.
White in motion to the right. Trubisky sees nothing. He's hit, throws it away. That's a safety. He was hit in the end zone. Linval Joseph for the 2.
Well, that's what I'm talking about with this defense.
Yep.
They have that attitude that they're not going to be denied, and they're not going to let a touchdown on a punt return get in the way at all. So they're going to put their own points on the board. Now the Vikings take a 16-7 lead.
Yes, sir. Hey, the Bears are 0 of 6 on 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Blitz coming. Trubisky has it blocked for a second. The man Brian Robinson with the sack.
Let's go, boys. Let's chop it up.
2nd and 9 from the 15. Keenum under center. Deep drop. Fires to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 15-yard touchdown strike from Case Keenum to Stephon Diggs, and the Kings of the North lead 22-7.
Offensively, that was the series that you wanted to see. It took a little while, but I think that offensive line is starting to settle down, and this offense is
Footwork. Hey, no place like home.
Hey, 23 trying to play.
Dreaming of that playoff bye with a 23-7 lead.
13 of them. It's hard to do, baby. It's hard to do. But we have a damn good team. You gotta believe, fellas.
Yeah.
Good win, baby. Good win. Mike's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mike's.